Greetings one and all. Respected Principal Ansuraya ma'am and Lata Pandit ma'am, HOD Political Science Department, and all the respected dignitaries on and off the dais. Respected sir as well. I'm unaware of that, I'm sorry for that, but respected all the dignitaries present on and off the dais. To begin my speech, I shall begin telling an English word, describing it in letters, which comes out as GREATNESS, which if pronunciated in English comes out as greatness, and the same word which if switched in or which if translated to Hindi would come out as Mahan. But political language or when subjected to political science, I would tell that that particular word of Mahan or greatness can be switched or can be redefined as Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. And why do I tell that is because of what he has done. My dear friends, I take it as a shame on myself and a lot of other individuals when we just limit him, calling him as a Dalit leader. No, my dear friends, no. He was not just that. He was much more than what we just call him as a Dalit leader. He was much more than what we know. He was much more than what we have been shown. And he was much more than what we have read in the textbooks. And he is much more than what's the unsaid struggles, the unsaid pains and all the things that he has gone through. They are all unsaid. One few of the lines that I would like to tell upon him would come out as he was a jurist, he was a writer, he was an economist, a politician, a sociologist, an anthropologist, and what more, I myself am not aware about that. But adding upon to that, I would like to tell two beautiful quotes of him that he has beautifully described as, one of them which goes as, firstly, I'm an Indian, and lastly as well, nothing in between. And another beautiful quote of him that comes out, I shall tell them as, if I find the Indian Constitution being misused, I shall be the first one to burn it. Between these two quotes or these two sayings of him lies greatness. Greatness of a boy or a young child who was born on 14th of April 1891 to a family that was considered as downtrodden or a downly related section of the society. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was born into such a family, and adding upon to a misfortune and unfortunateness of him was that he got into a family of his father was retired much earlier. 2 years later since his birth, his father was retired, and then managing the family with the kind of pension that he got was not easy, due to which they had to migrate, and migrating a year later itself, another misfortunateness came into him. It is disheartening my heart right now while speaking about him. That, my dear friends, is the greatness of the man in himself. That I am going something from something. That is how great he was. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. You see the respected personalities all over here. We see women here, amazingly. So beautifully we can see all the boys and girls also in terms of students. But that was not the condition, my dear friends. Pre-independent era or pre-constitutional era, that was not the condition. It was Dr. B.R. Ambedkar and Constitutional Assembly of India who changed it. The man who brought equal rights everywhere. For the women's right, one of the things that I would like to highlight is pre-independent or pre-constitutional era, one of the things that every woman had to face was they did not have equal rights as much as men's. Then be it in terms of educational or then be it in property, like parental property things. Women did not enjoy equal rights as men did, but today they have equal rights. And you see we have water purifier over there, outside every classroom or at some places located. All of us can go there, drink the water, have it perfectly like we wish to. But Dr. B.R. Ambedkar faced something else. When he had to drink the water in his school, in his early life, he had to face disrespect, he had to face hate, criticism and whatnot, all because he was a Dalit, nothing else. And that's not his mistake, nothing has been done. And as our current Prime Minister Narendra Modi beautifully described in the year 2017 at Parliament, I would like to conclude my speech in that way itself, highlighting the greatness of that man, because that's where I started from. This is what PM Narendra Modi said. ये पूरी संभावना होती वो हम जैसा अगर मनुष्य होता तो, which means there was total possibility if he was a human as such like we, wo katorta, which means the bitterness or the hate, would have been visible in the constitution or preamble or anywhere. But ये बाबा साहेब अम्बेडकर की ऊंचाई थी कि जीवन भर झेला लेकिन संविधान में कहीं पर भी बदले की आग नहीं दिखा, which tells that throughout the life he faced all the criticisms, all the hatred and everything else that went through. But when it came to the constitution, when he was handed over the responsibility of framing the constitution, nothing was seen. Bitterness, hate, inequality, nothing. And that is how great Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was. One of the things that I would like to, because I am in my higher education, one of the things I would like to highlight from his higher education of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was that when he went outside of his town, he struggled to just find a room or his stay place. And when finally he found one, when he got one stay place for himself, the disheartening thing that happened within the 24 hours was that he was asked or called as he has polluted the area, it seems, because for no reason, and he was asked to leave the place. My friends, what would have been our condition if we are being treated as such? The man faced all the struggle, but while he left, he only ensured that all of us here, we don't face one thing as such. And to conclude, the last one statement I would tell is that this nation and all of the people here, we love Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. We love Bhim. We love him as much as we love Bapu Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, and as much as we love Chacha Nehru. Thank you, my dear friends.